family. Now we mixed up the parasite killer, right? And I'm gonna sip on this so that y'all can join me. Now you can sit with me and you can watch how to make this, right? Also, I'm gonna consume this right now, but I'm welcoming you to the show. And I'm very confused today. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm on day 5 of the fast, and somewhere along the line I lost a half an hour. Can y'all help me get my half an hour back? Please? Peace. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. So, I started taping, started doing all that talking. Look at what happened. Alright, so now, toast the creator. We toasted the creator already. Sorry, YouTube. We toast the creator already. We toast our ancestors already. Toast our ancestors. Call on them. We toast this moment, and this moment is Ujamaa. We toast Ujamaa right now. We call the power of this moment into our life. And what is that power? The power of cooperative economics. We call on that energy. We call it into us. We call it around us. And we look for it throughout the day. That's one of the reasons we do the toast. So we can remind ourselves about the principles. And we can remind ourselves about constant learning. Because right now, the attack is on all forms and all shapes. So we got to be prepared for that, right? So we call on our principles so that we can stand on our principles and we could fight knowing that we're right. Because usually when you fight and you got right on your side, it don't even matter if you win or lose, right? In most cases you win. Because those with the why always come out on top. So we toast and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to our children's children until infinity. We toast them. We toast our children in advance because we are responsible for the next 7 generations. And that means that if each generation take care of 7 generations beyond them, that means that our people will last forever. If we live our lives as if we're living for generations to come, we never have to worry about anything, right? We're preparing the next generation. We're preparing our generation so that we could come back victorious, so we could come back into victory, right? So right now, it's just a moment. So, we're bringing them out. Miss Sheila says, all right, it's okay, I brought them out. Thank you. All right, last but not least, we toast you. Toast you, right? Toast each and every last one of you. Take the time with me to salute our ancestors, right? Because it's, whether we know it or not, our little collective is growing, right? And it's getting more and more powerful. As far as the spiritual level, we're getting more and more powerful. And we're going to keep on doing this, right? And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. had a song I was singing. Man. Man. This is some good stuff, y'all. Alright. So, Facebook, I won't belabor the time. Appreciate y'all for showing up for the toast. I'm going to go and finish my conversation on YouTube. Y'all gonna feel free to make sure you check me out on YouTube. Go to Gye-Nyame.com. I always post up my shows, but my shows is always a day behind on my blog because I need time to think about what I'm going to write. Alright? So today we're going to be talking about that dandelion root. Alright? So with that, I'm saying peace to you, family. Y'all have a great, great, great day. Right? This is our day. We out. Bye, family. The Art of Shinku. This is an excellent book. We're going to talk about the dandelion root real quick and why it's important, why I use it in a lot of the herb that I add to that ambrosia, right? And why I'm going to mix this drink real quick. So, in it is an illustration. If you could look, if you could see, he drew the whole book. So in this book, it's called The Art of Shinku, The Ultimate Traveler's Guide to This Planet, the first intergalactic art form of the entire universe. Simple enough for a child, too complex for a genius. Devastatingly personally applicable in perpetuity, governing all conscious progress in any species anywhere, transcending the ultimate barriers of time and space. A lot for a little book. But this dude, man, those that have been following me for a while, you know that I often go to this book. This dude tells you a little bit of everything. So he got a small section in here on herbs. And I'm going to read what he says about our friend, the dandelion. Okay? So here we go. Dandelion. Taxama is Taraxacum officinale. Or officinale. Used mainly dried roots but fresh leaf used in salads. Is for acne, anemia, energy, cancer, spleen, skeleton, insomnia, digestion, heartburn, kidneys, cramps, jaundice, gallstones, bladder, Bill's blood, tonsils, flu, diabetes, age spots, cleans blood, fever, rheumatism, gout, skin ailments, including spots, boils, eczema, etc., constipation, pancreas, improves appetite, bronchitis, fractures, helps with broken bones, hypoglycemia, old age, hemorrhage, water retention, liver, wounds, notes, efficient remover of acid toxins from the blood, but does also raise blood pressure for liver, gallbladder, combined with yarrow, suitable for kids as a general tonic. So this is a general tonic. Now, the pieces that we need to stress is one, it works with the blood as far as anemia, the spleen, it builds blood, it cleans the blood. Now, it helps with hypoglycemia, it helps to stop bleeding. Also, we need to focus on it gives energy, it helps clean the liver. Right? Now, why is this important? Because the liver excretes bile, which helps get rid of a lot of outside infection, right? The liver is important. Then it also helps with the lymphatic system, right? I mean, so when we're talking about just using if we use nothing else, right? We already know breath and water. And just eating some right, eating the food, or just cutting down how much we eat, right? Caloric restriction, or just the warrior diet, right? Is enough. But then we got a herb that we could walk right out into any woods, as long as there ain't no pesticide around. Find this plant. Not only can we eat the leaves and put it in the salad, right? We could take the tops of it and make wine, right? We could even use the stem. And if we want to, we could dig down, we could take the root, we could dry the root out. We got something that can heal. Family, this is incredible. This is incredible, right? This is why that's one of the main ingredients of the Death Eater, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't call it Death Eater for nothing, right? You know, so when we looking at pulling things into our regimen, we want to, one, grab things that are not super expensive, but we also want to grab some things, at least the majority or the base of what you take as far as your personal system are things that you can go out into nature and grab yourself if you have to. Because we may one day approach a time where none of this shit is available. So you need to be able to get out and get it, right? So I'm going to finish this real quick. So that's that. We're going to talk about my other friend tomorrow. It is called burdock root, right? So we use burdock root in the Death Eater tea. Hell, I got time. We're going to just cover dandelion root and the burdock root. And then we're going to mix up one of these drinks to help with this whole parasite, as well as just cleaning out the body in general, right? We got to take care of our bodies, right? So the motivation for the Death Eater tea was, one, I needed a tea, well, because like just with the tea, with the ambrosia, I needed to throw stuff in there that would get people that do look like a little man floating in there, don't it? With a beard and mustache and everything. Look at him. That look like a little dude. So I needed a drink that I could use, and that also I could promote to the people around me, because like a lot of people want the ambrosia when it was super sweet. And I know that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's better than pop. But, you know, I know that as people start really wanting some of the health benefits, that I will have to give them stuff to help push them towards that, right? So I started looking up herbs, and I wanted to look up two of the basics. And I always remember burdock root. You know what I'm saying? I always remember dandelion root. I said, cool, because dandelion root, you can also use it as a replacement for coffee. Did you know that? You take dandelion root and you can boil it and you can use a replacement for coffee, right? I mean, that's how strong it is. That's how quick the effect can be in your body, right? And the cleansing process is sort of like an energy boosting process, unless you're real 30, like I am, and you get tired. You know what I'm saying? You know, because as your body's detoxing, you're liable to get tired. So we just gonna kill both of them in one fell swoop today. We got burdock. You seeds, burrs, root, and leaves. Y'all ready for this? All right. Burdock. For dandruffs, it cleans the blood as well. Acne, energy, kidney, bladder, cystis, hemorrhoids, gout, tonsillitis, bursitis, overweight, itchy, digestion, lungs, energy, gonorrhea, colon cleaner, lymph, intestine cleaner. That's the lymphatic system. Intestines cleaner, arthritis, hair loss, water retention. For the water retention, use the burrs. So I have to go on and get a picture of the burdock and put it on. But I got a picture of it on the blog. nerves, childhood diseases, eczema, cankers, burns and wounds. Use the leaf. Sore throat, you could gargle it. Hay fever, allergy, psoriasis, ulcer, old sores, boils, poison ivy, constipation, liver, rheumatism, skin, cold with a fever. For skin problems, use inside and out. Can combine with the red clover and yellow. AIDS, protein metabolism, reduce internal toxins, reduce joint swelling. All right? I want y'all to check that out, man. Now, I'm missing something for some reason. Hold on. There's some information that we're missing. I feel it. Hold on. All right. Now, did y'all notice that when we was talking about dandelion root, this man said that dandelion root, because it's listing what it's a cure for. Did anybody notice that I said old age? I mean, really. I mean, and you know, of course he's not a scientist. He's just somebody that gathered information like I'm doing for you right now. I'm sharing information from his book. But dandelion root is a cure for old age. Right? And what that means is, one, you can live a long life. But then, like I said, if we combine it with another local herb. Now, I'm in Ohio. I don't know where you are. But dandelion root and burdock root sprouts up all over the place. Especially, I mean, they try to kill them in the city, but they always popping up. I was just, where was I? Oh, I went to go pick up some ice for an event for the school. And I saw a big old burdock bush, and you know, I was about to run out and try to snatch it, but you know, I was on duty at that time, you know. But I just saw it. I said, "Ooh, that's a beautiful burdock root." I mean, it was big enough for me to see from like 50 yards. I was like, "Oh, look at that." See, and that's the way we got to get. We got to get back in tune so that when we see stuff in nature, we be like, "Ooh, they don't even know what that is." Ooh, you want me to get rid of that plant for you? You know what I'm saying? Like just like with dandelion root, right? Because like I got dandelion greens and they're waiting for me to come off this fast right now, right? So these by bringing these plants into our life, right? It's like I told y'all about the symbiotic relationship that we form with the SCOBY that makes the tea for us. It knows what we need, and it's going to help provide our needs, right? Just like with the plant life out here. When we start really knowing these plants and get to really knowing, get to start spending time with them, get to drinking them, get to eating them, getting to touch them and watch them go through their process, we develop a relationship. And these herbs are able to give us what we need. So it's not just enough for us to go out and get a fancy label herb, right? You know what I'm saying? We have to develop a relationship with these things, right? Cooperative economics, right? I mean, getting to the principle of the day, cooperative economics is about flowing, right? Your body, the blood flows through your system. It's a cooperative system. Cooperative, you need an example of cooperative economics. Look at your body, right? Each part works with every other part, and you got blood flowing through all the parts, connecting your whole body, right? But the piece is getting to know the cycle of your body, getting to know when you're really hungry and when you just want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Being able to work with it. That's how you're able to get the power from it. The Egyptians or the Kemites became great because they learned how to work with the now, not against the now, not forcing their will upon it now, but working with the now. Cooperative economics, right? Same thing with us and our herbs. We got to get to know them, right? So some of us that's taking some of these exotic herbs, right, that we never really get to see the plants, right? I get to see my scobies every day. I seen 2 of them last night, and I was like, oh, they're not ready yet. I got to go on and pull it and taste it and lift it up out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? My medicine, I know it, right? I know it. I know it takes a certain amount of time, and then I could talk to it and get to understand it. And a lot of y'all might be like, "That's crazy, brother Hatim," but it's so crazy. One of the best scientists of the 20th century said he spoke to plants, and that was George Washington Carver. I know a lot of y'all was thinking Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein came up with an abstract concept that don't even benefit you. George Washington Carver was out in the field creating stuff that you still use today. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Albert Einstein, you brilliant, right? But came up with a concept that is used for death. George Washington Carver came up with concepts that improve people's lives. And I know a lot of y'all like, nuclear energy improved my life. Yeah, whatever. You don't even know where your electricity come from, right? So the bottom line is getting to know. You know what I'm saying? That's part of economics, right? That's part of cooperating. Getting to know who and what you're working with. Do you know your herbs, right? Do you know them, right? A lot of y'all smoking that weed. Do y'all know weed? Have you ever really seen a weed plant? Now I ain't just talking about the little weed plant that you get from the little seeds that you put in there and you get the little leaf. No, I'm talking about, have you ever really seen a real weed plant? You know what I'm saying? Those of us that struggling with tobacco, have we ever really seen tobacco? Have we ever really smoked real tobacco? Right? Because this is what's crazy, man. And I know I'm telling too much, but I have to disclose. I have a real bad tobacco habit, right? And yesterday, I'm sitting down, I'm like, damn, I don't need to be smoking. And I'm working on it, family. I'm working on it. Damn. So I go and of course I'm smoking a black and mild. And because my whole body is detoxing, so every time I put this in, my body works hard to put the shit out, right? So I'm smoking and I'm like, well, goddamn, is this ketosis? What is this sweet? What is this sweet taste? What is this shit in my mouth? Now, for years, I've been off and on. I never tasted the sweetness that's in tobacco, right? And I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck is this? So I go and I do some research, and I'm finding out they putting just as much sugar in the tobacco as they put in everything else. So I'm sitting up here like, God damn, all this time, my fault, when I was with the Native American brothers and sisters, they actually brought some real tobacco, right? And I'm like, damn, that was different. Family, everywhere around us, we got these, we being poisoned, right? By choice, we poison ourselves. So let me mix up this drink, then I'm gonna let y'all go. So we got that burdock root, reduces internal toxins and reduces joint swelling. That's the last part. All right. So both of these are good herbs to have, especially because they grow almost everywhere, man. I mean, dandelion root grows up on top of mountains or down in valleys. Burdock pops up everywhere. So anywhere you are right now, in the continental United States and even around the world, you are able to find dandelion root and burdock root. And I stress these two because these two are emergency herbs. We could go and fly in the ginseng, right? Because this is my first experience with a real ginseng root. And I understand that they could grow in Ohio too, right? And maybe I'm going to try to grow some. But the point that I'm trying to make is we need to have a real personal relationship with at least the mainstay. And two mainstay herbs that I have in my life are the dandelion root and the burdock root. All right. Cleanse, and the parasite killer. Of course, this is a apple cider vinegar bottle, but if you look inside, I got a SCOBY floating up in there. This is 100% that ambrosia vinegar. Coming soon, fam. Coming soon. Right? So, we're going to take a couple of shots of that. Alright? I don't know why they make my vinegar jar like a shot. But hey, it is what it is. So, we got the vinegar. Alright. Yesterday, y'all, I didn't have a lemon, but my wife went out and bought some lemons. So one, gonna aid with the help with the liver as well. But in our reading, we found out that these little buggers don't like turmeric, right? This is a good herb that you can add. We're gonna talk about this too. I wonder if it's in here. Now, he don't have turmeric in here. But we'll read a little bit more about turmeric. But those that checked me out yesterday know that we spoke about turmeric yesterday. Throw some turmeric in there. Alright. We read about cayenne. You got cayenne in here. Let's look at cayenne real quick. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne, use the fruit for cuts, abrasions, believe it or not, muscle cramps, chilblains, shingles, arthritis, lumbago, rheumatism, neuralgia, piles. Olive oil can be also treated externally with ointment, varicose veins, circulation, cold, circulation when you're cold, heart, stimulate and regulate, lungs, fits. When people having fits, they could take it. You know what I'm saying? When your friends start tripping, give them some cayenne. It'll bring his ass right back. Miscarriage, paralysis, or when they get paralyzed. Spleen, diabetes, energy, period too heavy, bleeding. So those ladies that might have a problem with that. Kidneys, capillaries, gas, helps remove plaque, glands, helps bring your glands into balance. Hay fever, you know what I'm saying, as uncomfortable as it may be, you know what I'm saying, taking a little cayenne will help with the hay fever, arteries. It's a general tonic as well. Actually, we could grow cayenne as well. A general tonic, acne, digestion, nerves, bronchitis, combined with ginger, ulcers, jaundice, fatigue, cough, fractures, shock, pleurisy, headache, throat and tonsils. That's the lymphatic system, the tonsils. Douche, vagina. Ooh, that. I don't know if I could go for that one. God, oof. Improve appetite, sinus and asthma, hemorrhage. They help with bleeding, kids' diseases, tonic and antiseptic, pancreas, colitis, eyes, regulate blood pressure, and shock. If somebody in shock, you give them some real cayenne, they're going to come right up out that shit. Notes. Amplifies actions of other herbs. So whatever herb you put this with is going to magnify the action of that herb. Make it work faster. Notes. Use with garlic to lower high blood pressure. Put in sock to help cold feet. Harvest fruit when ripe and dry in shade. Often sold as a powder. What is that there, family? That's a powder. Just put a little bit of that in there. And cinnamon. Let's see if we got cinnamon in here. No, I don't see chamomile. Cinnamon, 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 cinnamon. Cinnamon. Nope, he don't have cinnamon. But he do have CBA, which is the same. Everything that the apple cider vinegar could do, that ambrosia do, or the ambrosia vinegar. Hair loss, colon, kidney stones, dental decay. It inhibits, enhances blood clotting ability, infections, period if it's too heavy, blood. It oxygenates, energy, obesity, digestion, foul stool, stimulates metabolism, hay fever, parasites, discourages. Wow. Diarrhea, varicose veins, arthritis, circulation, kids' disease, bad breath, mouth hygiene, kidney, stomach, and liver. Note, as a general tonic that stimulate the metabolic rate and counter disease and fatigue. Take 1 tablespoon breakfast and at lunch. As an antiseptic gargle, use 1 tablespoon in water glass. It'll, help you get fresh breath. Now, so that got me interested. I'm gonna look up something else real quick, but we're gonna finish up this drink. This is cinnamon. Take a little bit of this oil. Take that. Right? All these things are known to help fight and help clean out your system. Help fight those parasites. Because y'all know Brother Hatim is suspicious of parasites. Because I know I'm being driven to do some of the crazy shit that I'm doing. And it burns me up. Because, we got to strive to be in control. Stir that up nicely. So now what I'm looking at right now is coming up with that ambrosia detox formula. And it's coming soon. It's coming soon because it ain't going to be that hard. Oh, and I forgot to add my last ingredient. The last little bit of that Death Eater. That last little bit of Death Eater ambrosia. Just to solidify. Dandelion root, burdock root. And this that pure. Now the next batch of that dandelion ambrosia is going to be the old formula, not the new formula. So those that's going to be getting it during the time you're watching this, it is June 1st. The next batch will be mixed with that ambrosia, rather than just being straight dandelion and just being pure Death Eater. It's going to be the old-fashioned type if I make it. So here we go. Peace, family, and I will see you in the morning tomorrow. And y'all have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you right there. And for those that want more information about Gye-Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.